I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide. It's simple as that. I've backed this manager through the ups, through the downs, and today Titanic 2.0 got remastered. It hit the iceberg yesterday. I got thrown into the sea with the ice and I couldn't get out of the ice. I drowned, I froze, and Ten Hag is gone. And I've got to respect it now. I've got to hold the smoke. Any stream, any comments. You're a fool for backing this manager. You're this and that. You lot, this is your time. This is your roast dinner, not on a Sunday, but on a Monday. So you've got two dinners. You've got the defeat of yesterday, and you've got your news of Ten Hag going. And look, I've got to go out on my shield. I'm still gonna show you this. I'm still repping the team. I've got the shirt. I still love this football club, and I always will. But Eric Ten Hag, my manager, my manager has gone, and I'm gutted, man. I'm not gutted because I feel like it's the wrong decision. I'm gutted because it hasn't worked out, and I'm allowed to feel like that because we've had David Moyes, we've had Louis Van Gaal, we've had Jose Mourinho, we've had Ralph Ragnick coming, we've had the Ollie time, we've had different managers have tried and ultimately failed. You basically could say we've won a couple, Carabao Cups, FA Cups, this and that, but no manager has nailed it down. And I thought Eric Ten Hag was going to be the guy that could come in and get Manchester United in 3 seasons competing for the Premier League. Right now, we're competing to stay in the Premier League. Damning. Could I believe that I'll be sat here saying this October the 28th, 3 years into the season now, or his campaign, and we're 14th in the league. I think we've won 2 or 3 Premier League games, 1 win in the last 11 in Europe. Players not contributing, not, having confidence. The train is derailed, and I'm sad to say it. I woke up this morning and I didn't even believe that Ineos were going to do this. I don't think any Man United fan, I don't think any football fan was expecting this news to drop this morning. I thought that he was going to get the Leicester game and I thought he would at least get the Chelsea game at home. And that is what I was going to give him, by the way. I'm going to come in here and admit, I saw us in the first half yesterday against West Ham. We missed chances. Diogo Dallo, what are you doing? Garnacho, the impact player that I've always said never should start games, missing chances. Bruno Fernandes, gilt edge header, missing chances. When you don't take your chances, you get punished. And that is football at the highest level. Second half, Lopetegui made changes. 3 at halftime, adapted the formation. West Ham got back into it. They controlled the game in the second half. They looked like the team with the impetus. Man United done nothing. And that is on Eric Ten Hag. First half players, second half, Eric Ten Hag. Failure to adapt, failure to make the right changes, giving the players a plan B. And when you go to a West Ham team that have struggled all season with that Lopetegui ball, that crap manager, and you go there and lose after they've lost to Chelsea, Aston Villa, all these other games that they've been getting defeats by this season, and we go and lose there, well, it's written in the stars. It just compounds everything that's going on in Man United in the league, the Europa League, and then losing to West Ham and missing them chances. Everything that's happened in the last 10 months was basically rolled into one. And I come after that game and I said to myself, look, he has to win the Chelsea game. It's a must win or he's got to go, basically. I didn't come on any shows because I hadn't done any shows to say that. But I said in my group chats, I would have given him the Chelsea game. But Ineos said, no, do you know what? He had the West Ham game. It's not going to get any better long term. We don't see it longevity wise improving. So we're gonna pack up our bags and save the Carabao Cup. It's got Leicester midweek, and we'll try and beat Chelsea and get back in that top 4 race. Because this season is not over. I am telling you now, this season is not over. Whether Ten Hag was, staying for this week or not, the season for me was not over. After Sunday, it could have been though. We are 6 or 7 points behind Chelsea. 6 points. We beat them, we make that 3. Tottenham have got Villa on the weekend. Tottenham beat Villa. That cuts that down. We are back in the top 4 race. New manager bounce. These players can still believe, and we can still get out of that Europa League 100% because our games are winnable. There's no excuses not to save this season. The manager's not here now, and there's no more excuses on that part. But these players now need to step up, and Ineos need to get the right manager in. But look, ultimately, am I unhappy with their decision? No. I actually understand why they've done it. Where I wanted Ten Hag to succeed. I've been open about that many times, but can I sit here and say they've made the wrong decision? No, and I'm not going to do that. You lose to West Ham, the run we've been on, I get it. While the season can still be saved, save it. And that's what they're opting to do. So I understand the decision from Ineos, and I can't sit here and be mad. I would have personally given them this week, but does this week make a massive difference? The answer is actually no. So get a new manager in, ready for Leicester, get some confidence, win that game, and go into Chelsea. New bounce, players knowing that they can go and step it up, go and get a big win, make a statement, and go from there. And that's it, because I'm sad that it didn't work. The first season was good under Ten Hag. Look, when I talk about his tenure here, first season I said I wanted top six and better football. We got top four and we won a Carabao Cup. Then obviously next year I thought we'd kick on, as in the second season. We regressed. We weren't good enough last year. In the Champions League, we weren't good enough. In the league, we weren't good enough. Performances weren't good enough. And relationships with players started to become a bit fractured. So I said, right, third season, we've got Ineos in. They're backing the manager. So that's a vote of confidence, and it should give the players a bit of, right, this is the direction we're on. Third season, after 2 seasons of one very good, or good, one flop, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It was like the judgment season. This was it now. You know, you got your players in the window, you got your defenders in, your centre back, your right back, 2 centre backs, midfielder, striker. You know, you've had the window that you needed. So this was the time now to, return, put your stamp on things. And it hasn't worked. And unfortunately, football is a results business. And if you don't get the results, no matter what I believe or what people that wanted to give Ten Hag time believe, at the end of the day, if you're not getting results, then there's nothing tangible for the owners to stand by and say, okay, yeah, we might have lost that game, but the football's getting much better now. We're losing unluckily. You can back something up, but we've not been getting results, and the football hasn't improved this season. So the time was coming. And the 28th of October, the time has come today. And I still believe Ten Hag's a good coach. I still believe he'll go to a Dortmund, or he could go back to Ajax. He'll go to another team like, if Leverkusen, if Xavi Alonso left. And I still believe that Ten Hag can be a good coach and a success. But at Manchester United and the big bright lights, it caught you out. And you'll learn from this. But now, where do Manchester United go, people? Like, subscribe, get your comments in, and let me know who you think Manchester United should go for next as a permanent manager. Even as neutral fans, get your thinking brains on. What do you think Manchester United should do? Because the options are basically this. And I'll narrow it down to 4 people. Ruben Amorim, Xavi, Julian Nagelsmann, and Ruud van Nistelrooy, who's going to take over as an interim coach. Now, you've got 4 young coaches that probably want to play attacking football as well, dynamic, got a bit of personality about them. Whoever Manchester United get in next, this is the real appointment. Let me tell you this. This is the Ineos appointment. Whatever Man United do now, this is the Ineos appointment. This is the one that a lot of the fans are going to be looking at and saying, right, you sacked the manager you were going to give another season. Now, this is the manager you believe can take us to the next level. Because you're not going to go and get in a manager and spend money to say, oh, yeah, we'll have him for a year or 2, and then we're going to just change managers. No. Ineos, Barada, Ashworth, Ratcliffe, Brailsford, this is your manager time. This is what you want. I'll be honest with you. I'm in that position right now where I want to see better football. I want to see a team where I can consistently watch them and know what they're going to bring to this football club. So with Amorim, I get the back 3. I feel like that can suit Lenny Oro, Martinez, De Ligt in the back 3. You got people that are quick, you got people that can read the game well, you got people that can play out from the back, and it gives you something you feel like, okay, that's going to be hard for teams to break down. He loves his inverted 10s. It could suit players like Bruno. It could suit players like Amad Diallo, who could get his big break at Man United under Amorim. What could he do at the football club? He's got that Portuguese speaking. He's got a lot of players at the club that can speak Portuguese as well. That will help him settle in. Bruno, the captain, played under him at Sporting. Yes, he let him go, but they've still got that connection. Won a league against Porto and Benfica, which Sporting haven't done for a while. And now they're dominating that league at the moment. So he's got that consistency. He's got that know-how of the expectation and the pressure to deliver in Portugal. You then go to Nagelsmann, attacking manager at Leipzig, went to Bayern Munich, had positives, had some down moments, but he's a good coach. He's young, he's energetic, he's got charisma. He could come in, even though he's at Germany at the moment, he would still lift spirits at this football club. You've got Amorim that will lift spirits. You've got Nagelsmann that will lift spirits. That's what we're looking at right now. You've got Xavi, one of the best footballers that we've ever seen touch the football pitch. Simple as that. World Cup winner, Euro winner, Champions League winner, La Liga winner, composed under pressure on the ball, brilliant thinking brain. Went to Qatar, started off his career there, done well. Went to Barcelona, won a league. Because I think that's what a lot of people do with football managers. You remember how it ended, but remember what he also done. He won a league against Real Madrid. You know, they was unlucky to go out in the Champions League. I think it was the Bayern Munich or PSG. A few risky decisions and stuff. It didn't end great because he saw the club go in a different way and the board and that didn't agree with it. And then they kind of came to loggerheads and it didn't work at Barcelona for him in the end. But he still won a league. He still went to Barcelona and delivered a La Liga title. That is tangible. That can't be taken away from him. Could he come in with his mastermind midfielder sort of brain and get Man United ticking? Could he bring in the midfielders that Man United actually need? We've been crying out for since Michael Carrick. I'm not against Xavi either. And I know a lot of people will have their doubts. But I'm willing to give a manager like him an opportunity because you've seen what Xabi Alonso has done at Bayer Leverkusen, even though he was at Sociedad before. They took that chance. Maybe you need to just take a chance and believe in a manager that has won a league at Barcelona and say, look, it didn't work out great there, but you know, Barada did work at Barcelona before. You know how he will know the system there. He could come in and give us a new spark, that new lease of life, that Spanish nous. So you've got Xavi, you've got Ruben Amorim, you've got Julian Nagelsmann, and then you've got Ruud van Nistelrooy. And if you want me to be honest, out of the four, he'd probably be bottom of my list just because he's been at the club now since the start of the season. He's also been part of what's happened this season because there's no way as an assistant manager you're not involved in anything. You're still involved, but you just don't have the final say or the final nitpickings in what goes on. But he's been at PSV. Not something about him with me. I still have reservations. You know, I hear that, you know, the players didn't quite click with his man management. He became a bit stubborn in his ways a bit. He's got a big connection to Man United, though, a bit like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I just feel like it could start off well with Ruud van Nistelrooy because the instant bounce, the connection with the fans, he gets it, what it's like to be at the club. But longevity-wise, is his football there to be seen that it's going to beat the Man Cities, the Liverpools and the Chelseas and stuff? It's too early to say, of course, but if you're asking me like about all the managers, Ruud van Nistelrooy gives me the most reservations just because I don't know what his football will be like over a long, consistent time. I just feel like he's got the instant connection and he'll get results immediately. But how will it go over next season and the seasons after that? Whereas I feel like Amorim's a coach for the long term. I feel like Xavi could also be a coach for the long term and do like what Arteta did. And I thought Nagelsmann's got that know-how as well. And he'll come in and I think his is for the long term, even though it's quite a high energetic way of football and a way of playing. We'll have to get new players in, but it could work. But this is why now I'm going to say, look, Ten Hag, you're gone. But now I'm going to be excited because I want to go back to watching games again. I want to go up to Old Trafford and be like, I know what I'm going to see because I thought that's what Ten Hag would bring us and it didn't work. And I'll die on that sword. I understand it. He didn't bring us that. But Nagelsmann, Xavi or Amorim will bring us that. They will bring us something tangible. They'll bring us something that we can watch games and be like, right, we know what we're seeing. He will get more out of them players. It's a big decision now for Ineos because they're different profiles. You've got a back three of Amorim. You've got a Nagelsmann, energetic, high energy play. You know, sometimes a 4-2-2-2 at times. Then you've got Xavi, composed, on the ball, bit more tactical finesse. What do you want? Because they're all managers out there with the capabilities to be successful at Man United, but you also have to get the right manager to fit at the right time. And that is going to be on Ineos to make them decisions, do their due diligence, look at the players we've got now to what fits, interview these managers, talk to them. You know, don't rush because this is a decision not just for now. This is a decision for the future of Man United. Erik Ten Hag has been sacked by Ineos. Ruud van Nistelrooy takes interim charge. The season is not over. Leicester, Chelsea this week at Old Trafford. Get behind these players, get 2 wins, and get this season back on track. I'm sorry, Eric, that it didn't work out for me and you, but Manchester United is what comes first, and this club needs to get back to winning games. Guys, like, subscribe, support Never a Foul, support the live content, support the video content. I've come here, I've not hidden. The Manchester United manager is gone. It's a bad day for Tyrone, but it's for the better future of Manchester United. Big up.